What's going on, everybody? Alonzo here with GulfCoastSmoke.com, and today we're making wings with the Vortex attachment on the Weber kettle. So I was looking back on our channel, and honestly, I'm surprised none of you guys called me out earlier because some of our old videos, man, I watch them now and I'm like, dude, like, how did you think that it was okay to put that out? What's going on, everybody? My name is Alonzo with Gold Coast Smoke. You guys should have called me out for that one. I know for a fact that I've gotten a lot better, and in the beginning I was a little bit shy. I didn't want to open up as much, but gosh, dang it. Some of those old videos were bad. So I am going to be redoing a few of those just because as we've grown, we've learned more things, and I just think we've gotten so much better. We're going to head outside to the Weber kettle. We're going to talk about the Vortex attachment. I'm going to tell you what it's good at. I'm going to tell you what I think it's not so good at, and then we're going to make some delicious wings. And today we're starting out with a bunch of whole wings. I am going to keep these whole today. A lot of the times you'll see me cut them into two separate wings, but I actually really like the way they cook like this. So today we're going to keep them exactly the way they are. And with every good dish, you need to start with a good seasoning. We're going to be using Southern Belle salt, pepper, garlic base, and it's going to be the base layer of flavor on all of these chicken wings. Make sure to get both sides. And when I'm done seasoning my chicken wings, this right here is exactly what I want to see. Good coverage on both sides. And we talked about it last video. When you're using Southern Belle, make sure you see that beautiful pepper. And before we go outside and cook our chicken wings, I do want to talk about some of the hot sauce that we're going to be using today. They reached out to me via email and asked me if they could send me some hot sauces. They did not ask me to talk about it the way that I am right now, but I researched the company, I looked into them, and I really like what they're doing. And on this Texas hot sauce that we'll be using today, the peppers are grown in community gardens throughout Texas. They partner with nonprofits and community organizations to purchase fresh, locally grown peppers from Texas urban farms. Every single purchase supports the gardens and the gardeners who grow peppers for this hot sauce. And honestly, to me, that is amazing. Anytime that you can have a product that helps the community around you, I'm all for it. So if you guys want to go and try out Small Axe peppers, I'll leave a link in the description. This link does not help me at all. I do not get any kickback from them. They sent me the sauces. I'm going to try them out today. And if you guys want to support, go ahead, look in the link down below. Okay, now we're out at the Weber kettle, and you can see that I have my Vortex attachment, and I've filled this up with B&B charcoal. So I always like to leave myself a little void in the middle just so I can put my B&B charcoal starters, and I'm going to put a wood chunk here in just a little bit. We're going to want to wait for this charcoal to catch completely. We want all of it to be nice and white. That means it's going to be extremely hot. So the benefit to using this Vortex is all the heat's going to come right out of here. It's going to hit the top of the lid, and then it's going to go around all the food, right? So it's going to hit over top. It's going to give a great skin to this chicken. It's going to be nice. It's going to be crispy, and they're going to cook absolutely perfectly. That's one of the advantages of this. You're going to get nice, and you're going to get hot temps. You really can't do anything low and slow with the Vortex attachment. If you wanted to, you could kind of use your Vortex just to make it easier for you to do a snake method around this. We've done that once or twice before, but overall, you're not going to get low and slow temps with this Vortex if you're using it the proper way. Today, we want nice, hot heat, high heat. We want to get really, really good chicken skin. And about 20 minutes later, the briquettes are nice and hot. You can see that they are completely white. Now I'm going to put a few chunks of pecan right on top of the hot charcoal. I'm going to put on our grate. And with the Vortex, we are going to put these wings all around that Vortex. They're not going to go directly over. That pecan wood is going to provide for a really good smoke flavor. And now that we have all the wings on the Vortex, let's just go ahead and cover this up. And now it's time to be patient. We'll wait about 20 minutes, then we're gonna come and check on our wings. I've talked about this in the past, but I wanna reiterate it again. We are going to take these wings to 200 degrees internal. I promise you, it is going to yield a better product. You're gonna have tastier wings, they're going to be a better texture, and they're still going to be extremely juicy. I'll do my absolute best to show you that in the end, but you want to take these wings to 200 degrees. Just try it once. Trust me, if you don't like it, come back to this video and let me know that you didn't like it, but I don't expect to see any comments that you guys didn't like your wings if you take them to 200 degrees internal. So about 15 minutes later, we want to check these wings for the very first time. If you look at the Weber kettle, you can see the vent here. The smoke is coming out. It's nice and it's thin and it's clean. We always want a clean fire when we're cooking anything, but that means that the smoke is only coming out one way. So it's going over this side of the food right here, and I guarantee you, whenever I take off this lid, you're gonna see smoke color on this side of the wings and not so much on the ones on the left side. Let's take a look together. And just like I said, these wings over here have more color than any on this side over here. So the smoke is coming up and it is surrounding, but it's still going to be pushing out of the vent that was sitting right here. So you want to rotate this every 15, 20 minutes or so, just so we can try and get a good smoke color and flavor on all of these wings. And just a few minutes later, you can see that we're starting to get some color over here. We still have the majority of the color on this end. That's okay. It got the brunt of the smoke in the beginning. So when the chunks are first put on, they're going to be releasing a lot of smoke. And that's what these got right here. No big deal at all, but I do want to flip these over, try and get some color on the opposite side as well. And now that we have everything flipped around, I'm just going to take a few tims here on these larger pieces. You can see that I'm sitting right around 170 degrees. I actually don't even think you can see that in the camera, but I'm sitting right at 170 degrees. Let's let these go for another 10 or so minutes, and then we're going to be close to done. And about 45 minutes later, our chicken wings are done. The Vortex is so simple. Set it up with charcoal, throw some chunks of wood in there, let that smoke and let that fire do its work. You just have to have a kettle grill. You can use an S&S grill, you can use your Weber grill, you could use whatever, and these turn out perfect every single time. I had a friend that came over during the middle of that shoot, and he actually got to try one of the wings. I'm going to ask him to put a comment down below to share his thoughts on what he thought with the wings. It's always good to have feedback from other people that aren't really us, because obviously we always think what we cook is pretty good, but I'm going to ask him to put that put that comment down there on this video. His name is Parker. I don't really know what his YouTube name is, but hopefully it's Parker or something along those lines, so you guys can see what he thought about the Vortex wings. You've got to try these out. Now it's time to take a bite. We're going to let you guys know how that small axe pepper hot sauce really tastes. The wings look beautiful. There's a great color on there. I can smell that hot sauce. It's called Tangy Tamarindo, and that is like sticky candy that's a little bit sweet, a little bit sour, and you'll find it in a lot of Mexican candies. We live down south, so they're pretty common. I like it when it's like around the mango candies and stuff like that. But anyway, let's go ahead, quit talking, and take a bite. Yeah, just absolutely perfect. I'll tell you what, it's spicy, don't get it twisted. That's a clean bone on that wing. And to me, that's when I know if a chicken wing is cooked right. It has a great amount of spice on there. If you don't like spice, I still think that you would like this because that tanginess balances out. That Southern Belle brings the salt, and it's really, really well-rounded. Don't be afraid to try some spice in your life. You're gonna get a little bit of that heat, but man, these are delicious. Thank you to Small Axe Peppers for sending out those sauces. We have a few different ones that we want to try. Let us know in the comments what you think we should try with those next. I don't know what else to say. These were incredible. These are incredible. I'm going to eat the rest with my family. As always, we really appreciate you guys tuning into this video. Thanks, and we'll see you on the next one.